Oh my gosh. I said I wasn't going to be too excited about going live again. It's been a couple days, but I'm excited. Well, I'm actually excited to just kind of chill. That's like the main thing that I want to do. My window's open over here. I don't know if I want it open or not. Huh. My cat is in my background. Hold on. There's a reason. My cat is in my background because there's another cat outside and I just fed the cat. And I just fed the cat outside. I just left a little can of food out there for him. And he's going to town on it. And my cat, he's like a single kid. He's like a lonely child. So he doesn't really interact with too many cats. And he just doesn't know how to act around them at all. Even right now, he's breathing hard and just freaked out. I can't blame him though. The other cat that I gave food to, he's all cut up. His eye, it's actually a recent injury, I think. His eye's all messed up. Well, not his eye, but right above his eyebrow. It's this spot. It seems like a sensitive area to cats. It's all messed up. So he must have gotten into a fight with another cat, I guess, is what happened. Dude, my cat is so funny. He's so interesting. But anyways, now I can talk about him for a while. He one time I let him. He snuck outside, and it was the middle of the day, and he just snuck outside for whatever. I was like whatever, dude. I'll just find this little idiot in a couple hours, or whenever he wants to come by. And I waited and waited, and he never came by. So it was 11 o'clock at night, and I was like, whatever, dude. I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm just gonna go to bed. Everything will be fine. And I think it it was 6 or 7 in the morning. My window is right over there. My place isn't that big. Okay, it's an apartment. I pay for my own stuff because I live in my own place. So yeah, it's right over there, my bed, and I just hear this meowing at 6 or 7 in the morning. I'm it's super loud. I'm what the heck is that? I'm is there a cat fight going outside? And I look out my window, and the cat that I see is my cat, Tama, meowing. He's I think he's I guess he would be getting my attention or something. I don't know if he saw me because my blinds were kind of up. I don't know if I should be saying actually all this information, but he must have looked kind of near my blinds and seen me, and he got right above my window, and he just started meowing for a long time. So in the morning, I just decided to I got up. I was what the heck is happening? I'll just go get him. So I get up and I go and get this little dummy. I go around my house, my apartment, and I get him, and he's hanging on the fence. I'm dude, what are you doing? And then I look, I kind of get a better picture of where he is, and I see right underneath where he is on the post, this other cat, the cat that I fed, is out there, and he's on the ground, watching my cat from the ground, who's meowing on this post. And I'm just so he's I don't know what was happening there, but I think it was some form of bullying that the other cat was doing to my cat. I don't like that. I thought it was funny, and I just I kind of just grabbed my cat by the nape, and I just grabbed him and just took him. I just put him in my arm, and I was all right, we're leaving. And then I just walked a couple feet into my door, and we were good. I was like, dude, what? Like, good thing you didn't get injured or something, but bad thing that you like ran off last night and you didn't come back. Like, good, like the other cat was teaching you the lesson that I should have taught you. um so yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I don't care if he's like bullying my cat. If he's injured and stuff, I'm not just gonna let the cat like die or something. I'm not just gonna let the cat, because he's like injured, he has the injuries above his eyes, so I'm not just gonna let him like not I'm not just gonna let him be injured and starving. So I fed him, you know. But yeah, my cat, he's smart. He's a little fucker. A little trucker is what I said. But whoa, guys, you didn't just see that. So one thing that I want us to do, more now on stream, is I'm gonna thank people. Okay, guys, I'm gonna thank you one at a time. Oh yeah, my cat's breathing right now. I think he's. Oh yeah, there he is right there. He's breathing at the other one. Hey. Thomas, stop. Thomas, hey. Oh, he's freaking out. Thomas, stop. The thing is, if I were to like touch him right now, he would instantly latch onto my arm and start cutting me up. Because I've done it before and I had to like swing him off me because my arm was getting wrecked. So I'm not going to touch him. Last thing I did was I got a shoe and I poked him with it. And he instantly like turned around and grabbed onto the shoe and started like attacking it. So I was like, dude, I'm not touching that. I'm not getting near that wild animal. God, he's a wild animal. Anyways, so I'm just going to say thank you. I will give this person a heart, okay? A heart for my 4-month-old video. I will come back, okay? I'm making a video soon. I don't know. What should I make a video on, guys? What would be my... I mean, I could honestly just do... I could do the golden rule, the golden standard, baby. You know what the golden standard is. If you know what the golden standard is, like the freaking stream right now. Like the username stream right now. Okay. Thank you. Guys, I'm going to feed a cat, okay? I want him to come by. I'm eventually going to capture him, okay? I'm going to put a net around his neck and force him to go to the vet. So I can fix him. So we can fix his cat, his injuries that he sustained, okay? Thank you, person. Dude, my cat is... He's... Dude, why is he... Okay, hold up. Panting like a dog. I was about to ask Grok. Stress? Overexertion? I think he's stressed out right now. I think the other cat gave him PTSD or something. I honestly do. I swear, if I touched him right now, it would be game over for my arm. I would honestly have to take like the whole... Like, I would have to take tomorrow off to work because he would just mess my arm up. And he won't... He's like not letting me... He's not like letting me cut his nails right now. Oh God. He wants to climb up right here. That's his move. He wants to climb up like right here. But if he knows if he does, I'll knock him off. He can't. He's honestly, he's damaged this window so much. There's like cracks in the wall. Holy cow, dude. This guy's getting too close to me. The other one's like right there. What? What? Okay, God. I'm not like this, guys. I'm actually very. I'm a dog person. Okay. If anyone asks, okay, I'm a dog person. I'm just LARPing as a cat person. Hey, psst, no. No. God, he's so annoying. He's not just gonna let the other dude chill. Maybe feeling anxious. This cat. Dude, this cat makes me anxious. He's just staring at me with his dead eyes from my window right here. He kind of makes me anxious. I can't even lie. He's not even breaking eye contact with me. Okay, finally, jeez. He should be fucking happy, dude. I gave him food. That cat is a murderer. I'm pretty sure. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Guys, why can't we just all like animals? Okay, is that what the hell? What the hell's wrong with people? Why don't people like animals? Guys, comment in chat. What? Don't be scared. Okay, I'm literally just gonna probably either say hi or just ignore you. Just like have a convo, bro. Have a convo with yourself in chat. Okay, do that right now. Okay, fine. I know. Oh no, my cat has to go to the bathroom now. Dude, look at this. This guy's just like, he's just staring at me from outside my window. I wish I could show you guys. You know what? No, I can't. I can't show you guys. You guys are crazy. You would know exactly where I am. That's funny. Yeah, this cat is a murderer. I think he wants to be inside and be my friend. The thing is, if he were my cat, he wouldn't be acting like this. He'd be acting much better than this. Dude, what the heck's up with... What's up with Drewski? Honestly, I gotta be completely honest about this, guys. This is messed up, okay? What? Look at those. Look at those things. You can't just be out with that. He's really got to fix that. Fix that physique of his. And that sunburn, too. He's got to fix that sunburn. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? Breaking mass etching. Oh! Whoa! I don't know if I can show that. Wait. Bo. No, I mean, I didn't see it. I didn't see that. I actually didn't see anything right there. Guys, if you literally just watch the stream. Okay, I'm gonna probably at some point do some do some deep diving, okay? Some investigating into something. Whatever catches my attention. And anything that does, that is bad for that thing. Hold up, let me see something. Was it not? Wait, what? Wait. Wait. Um. So it seems like he is putting someone to sleep with a rear naked choke. And let's see. Oh, okay. So it looks like someone is on the ground, possibly passed out now. I don't know. I don't know who would be the one passed out. So by the looks of it, it looks like. Okay, so it looks like the person who's passed out is. Yeah, he's in the cream. Oh wait. How did the guy with the? Wait, what? Wait. Okay. Okay, this isn't funny. Um, but I'm confused about this whole interaction. I was actually laughing at the Drewski thing, guys, by the way, just in case you're wondering. But so yeah. Anyways, can I do guys, I'm just gonna talk like this and you guys can tell me but no, so but yeah, you guys can tell me yeah, who wait, anyways, you guys can tell me who I sound like right now. Wait, hold on. Wait, what was that? But no, so yeah, anyways, I'm on anyways, no, that's crazy that that thing happened. I can't believe that people would do that. That's just like totally no, that I mean, I think that just goes to show like I really think that says something about the society just at this point. Like I'm pretty sure if I think there might be like a chemical problem, honestly, at this point. I think there might be a chemical problem that's causing the kids to be acting so recklessly. Because I remember when I was learning how to fight, one thing that they always taught you was that jujitsu what is something that you can is great because you don't need to be like a good person or you don't need to be like a good sized person to win in a fight. You could be a smaller person and beat a bigger person. Okay? And that was kind of what made jiu-jitsu so cool. But if people are just going to do jiu-jitsu and they just bring out guns and start like just blasting away, then okay. So then what's going to be the like the protection to that? What's going to be the next step to protect against that one now? You see? So yeah, no, like it's like even our grandparents knew like you know respect like you respect a big person or something like you respect this person because he might hurt you or something blah 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 but now it's all of a sudden like well no I'm gonna act however I want to act because I can hurt you. It's like what the heck. It's like bro what. It's like okay if you really want to make things if you just really want to break the rules like that I don't know. They just need to be harder about like. I think they just need to be harder about gun laws. Honestly, I think. I think all guns should be a little bit higher technology at this point. You should know when you're next to when you're around people and you're like doing that type of stuff when you're aiming at animals. Okay, it should know how to tell the difference. I think at this point where we have especially like computers and nearly everything, I think Elon Musk can give us that sort of world, but it would need to be able to tell how to like see an aggressor. That's the only thing. Because if there's someone who's trying to attack you, then you would want to have it for defense. And so I think the only thing you can really do in that case is have an IQ test to tell whether you can determine if a time and place is right for defense. And then the only way you'd be able to get it off to like take off this sort of defense thing after you get it is like a couple years of like you have to take like a course and you have to wait some time and then take a recourse. Then after that you would finally be able to take off this sort of like camera on your weapon that can tell the difference in people. And then yeah, so I mean that I think that's an option. I think that's like an option right there. But yeah, what the heck is happening? One thing about Cardi B, she will throw something at you. She will throw something? Oh man, dude, imagine being the person getting hit by Cardi B. Emily Blunt is going viral for her braless look. Oh, wait. Bro, what the heck is this picture, dude? What is that picture? Oh no, what is this picture? Hello, can we literally focus on my face that's like right here? Oh my god. Guys, tell me if that picture looks like me, the thumbnail. There, goodness God. What the fuck? Well, so I'm telling you, if Joe had this look, he'd still be in office. He would still be in office, 100%. What is this? 2 actors who went from being in Twilight to being part of a DC movie. Oh, okay. I can read your brain. What the heck? Oh God. Oh, Jesus, guys, don't tell. Well. Okay, that is so weird. Okay, guys, you know what? If you comment in chat 100 times on who I should roast live right now, I will do it. 100 or sub. You can sub to my channel, and you would also have to sub. You have to get a membership. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna be here. It's worth it, guys. It is 100% worth it. Okay, only the biggest news gets caught up on this channel. Hello, what is happening? I don't know how I feel about that.
I need allies. I want you to join me.
I see.
Hear the final cries of nature.
The youth? Yes,
So right now, I'm in a position where I have options, like you said. I do have some options, but they seem to be...
This guy said he was a substitute teacher. Do we think... Would he be a good substitute teacher or a bad one? I mean, his hair is basically dreaded. Let me give you some context. This guy said he's sent out hundreds of applications and he hasn't gotten accepted to one place as a job. Hey, Mama. Hey, bud. Come. Can I pet you now? You chill? Hi, buddy. Hi, Tama. Hi, bud. Good. Good cat. He said he hasn't gotten one acceptance to anywhere.
somewhat destructive and exploitative of me.
Would you hire him? Would you hire him?
I think you're too selective for jobs right now. You don't have the ability to be selective at this
Yeah, he can't be selective.
Because I'm instilled with a freedom that is maybe God universe given, and I don't
God.
actually have to
Yeah.
because of the system. Like you said, I don't have
He's just
to
like,
play
no.
along with some corrupt game. So I gave
I
up
think
a
California is
career.
perfect for someone like you.
Well, thankfully,
Dude, this guy's going
yes,
crazy right
yes,
now.
But you mentioned earlier in a previous discussion that we have free speech, we can say what we want.
Right.
But the thing is, have you been punched on the train for how you look
Yeah,
and how
well,
you share your ideas?
Do I look like an American to you? Do you see this nose?
No, I'm just
I'm
asking.
Middle Eastern. You know what's happened to this guy? You know what's happened to me when I was discriminated all over the place?
That's free speech
no,
if you're
but I
being
don't mind
punished
it.
by people who have prejudice
I
against
don't
you.
mind it because I understand there is a risk that you may be disrespected. There, like here, I've been disrespected here many times. I've been offended here many times. A lot of you are coming here finding a way to attack me and tell different stories. I'm okay with
I
that.
don't want to
That's-
attack you.
You're being very respectful. I'm not talking about you. But what I'm saying to you is, when you say, have you ever been punched in the face on a bus? You don't want to hear about what things have happened to me because of the way I look.
Because I feel
But
like
I don't want to use
you've
that.
been through a lot of trauma
I don't
in your
wanna-
life,
but what I-
and now you're kind of clinging to things
I'm
that.
not. What I don't want to do that. I have
I'm actually super weak right now.
13-year-old son, my 4-year-old
Super
son.
weak.
I bring him everywhere. I want them to see that it's okay. People gonna disagree with you. You have to
I'm
be
with
comfortable with
13-year-olds
this.
all the time.
You are with 13-year-olds all the time.
Uh-oh. What did he just say? What did he just say?
I have 4 kids. I bring them everywhere. I want them to see that it's okay. People gonna disagree with you. You have to
I'm
be
with
comfortable with
13-year-olds
this.
all the time.
You are with.
Oh god, that's so, bro. Just stop right there, dude. You're not getting into this school, but stop at the door.
With 13-year-olds all the time.
Because of my job, because I'm a substitute teacher and a tutor. The thing is,
Got it.
you
I
can
got it.
apply
Yeah.
many.
What did he got so serious. That's hilarious.
Different things.
He doesn't-
And that is
he doesn't
just-
like him.
What I'm saying is right now,
Yeah.
I care deeply about having a good experience.
He cares
The
about
incentive
kids.
That I feel is for peace and prosperity.
I respect it.
And again, I'm using my freedom now, but the
I
issue is
respect
you're
it.
saying we have all these options, but whenever I tour
You
the
do,
globe,
but
I
you-
see franchises that have monopolized pretty much everywhere. So it's not about options, it's really there's these select few people.
Guys, comment. If this guy showed up into your class, what would you do? Would you trust him or no? If he has to hang out after class, would you go or no? Go or no? Comment in chat. Go or no?
Who have this infrastructure that's really benefiting them more than others, and without some sort of conscious spiritual moral awakening, What can we do except for beg and
Conscious,
appeal and
moral,
Can't be too selective.
dude. All the red flags are up.
I don't like that word can't because you're saying I can't whenever I can.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't had a job for over 100 applications, you haven't gotten one yes, you gotta cut your hair, buddy. That's it. Things are, if you got, because you've probably gotten some interviews. If I had to say, you probably have gotten some interviews. Maybe. Here, wait, let me see. Let me literally see something. I have a good resume. Okay, guys, you want to see it? No, you're not gonna see shit. You're not gonna see shit. But here, hold up. Let me see. Literally. So just go to the first one. Go to this. Okay, that one's actually kind of ugly. This one looks decent. Yeah. This is decent. Contact. This one's like a little out there. I would say this one looks okay. Just clean it up a little bit. I would honestly say this one's probably the best in my opinion. This one? Yeah, this is good. Right? Guys, I would hire someone if they had a resume that looked like this and it was filled with good credentials. Let's say for a job. Yeah, these are all bad. This one's like, okay, I guess. This one's fine. This one's okay. You don't really need to highlight. Yeah. Guys, if you literally want, I can give you some recommendations on good resumes. I know how to make one. I get acceptance letters like every other one. Okay. And you have to sell yourself. Make yourself look good. You know? Make yourself look like Patrick Bet David good. You feel me? Anyways, moving on. Guys, this weekend, I cleaned, or not, well, yeah, I guess I cleaned my battery terminals in my car because for the last, like, freaking however many months, I've just been having, like, so many problems with my car. And it was always, like, a startup problem where when I first turn it on in the morning, it would, like, sometimes, like, have problems turning over. Literally, whenever I went to the store and I told people about this, they would look at me like I was just like speaking a different language. It's like, dude, are you okay? Do you know how to speak English? It's not that hard. It's not that hard to answer a question when you're asked something. What color is the sky? Huh? What? It's like, bro, what is wrong with people? Guys, literally just use 1/10 of your brain and you can help, you can be helpful. So yeah, I had to explain for like months, like what is happening with your car? What? It's like, are you seriously? You seriously don't know what? So anyways, yeah, this weekend I cleaned my battery terminals because one helpful dude out of 50 bad people told me, oh yeah, well that sounds like a dirty battery terminal problem and you can clean that with like $20. And so, yeah, I spent like an afternoon putting together a wrench for my battery because I didn't know what a wrench was. And I put it together and I got it and then I twisted it. And Oh my god, bro. It was so scary. Like the battery kept on sparking every time when I tried to unhook it, and I had rubber gloves on, so I was like taking it off and it was like tss, tss, like sparking. I was like, what the fuck? Like what? Like why am I really risking getting shocked over this? It's like I just want to clean my fucking battery, dude. I just want something, a metal box to move you from point A to point B. That's it. And get money. And make YouTube videos because I love it. Okay? Guys, let me talk to Destiny right now. I have a personal problem with him. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just joking. I don't know. Should I have a problem with him? Guys, tell me in chat. Should I have a problem with him? Look at this guy. This guy's an actor. This is an actor. He was an actor.
Thank you so much.
He said, I'm gonna run. I don't even want to say what he said. He said he's around kids, bro. That's weird.
I'm glad y'all tripped over each other because I did too.
Yeah.
James.
Sorry.
One of the things that you have stated is that we have options. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So just to give you a little bit of my background.
Options.
I come from a divorced family, and we lived below the poverty level from the time that I was born until now, frankly. So I'm one of those people that you're talking.
So one thing that none of these guests have brought up yet is the fact that there are some rich people who get rich because they're lucky, and then there's some that get rich because they were I don't know, they persevered a lot or whatever. But I feel like a vast majority of them actually, I would like to see statistics. That's a really hard one to actually tell, to really determine. Oh. Inherited their money? How many rich people? Statistically. A significant majority of rich people are self-made, with surveys showing that between 78 to 88 millionaires do not inherit their wealth, and only a small fraction of billionaires inherit their fortunes. Okay.
Talking about that
I think it's a personality thing. That psychologist was right.
isn't pulling themselves up by their bootstraps enough. Which, like, I didn't have boots to begin with, and, like, I don't know if you've ever had boots, but, like, legs are load-bearing structures.
I relate.
And, like, you can't really pull up a boot when you're wearing it, you know? So,
Pull up your
where
bootstraps.
exactly am I failing? When I am working 80 hours a week, I am taking
What are you
the only
working
jobs
at?
that will hire me.
Okay.
I put in 477 applications
It's probably a resume problem.
over the last 2.5 years. Not even gotten a call back once.
Why do you think?
You tell me. You're
It's
a job.
probably a
You
resume.
know your resume. You know your life better than I do.
He literally said it. Yeah, it's your resume, buddy. The only way you're going to get a call back is if people like your resume. That's it. If you've worked 80 hours a week, bro, you're good. If you've worked 80 hours a week for a day or for only 1 week, then there's your problem, bucko.
Because I do not have a degree. Because I do not have a degree because I could not afford
Okay,
one.
no degree.
I
what have you
live
done?
in an area where the physical job market is very
A degree is
limited.
big. You definitely need a
I live
degree.
in rural Texas.
That's a
So,
minimum.
In that, like in
Sorry.
the town that I grew up in, for instance, there are.
I'm going to sit like PBD.
Period.
Does your family live? Your mom, dad, everybody's in that same city?
Everybody was at one point.
Okay.
Most of them are dead now.
Okay.
They're
so-
dead.
It is what it is.
Who cares?
Sorry. You know,
It happens it happens
Why
when you
feel like
suck.
you're a victim? Why do you feel like you're a victim? Why do you feel like the way you speak, like, you know,
You die. You die if you do not conceal your pain. We will put you down.
you're the victim where all this happened to you?
Because I exist and things
Oh, dude,
happen.
So
he's
And
broken,
as
bro.
such, things happen.
He's cooked.
That's why I say that they happen
You're
to
a
me.
good-looking guy.
He's a decent looking dude.
Why do you think you're somebody that's got into a situation because it's not fair what happened?
He is pretty decent looking, actually. What the heck is that?
Open to leaving the
Oh
city
God, what
you're
is she?
I've already left.
She was just like,
What city?
I've left multiple cities.
So if somebody else gave you a job in a different place, you'd be willing
100%.
to move there?
100%.
Okay, on your resume, on your resume.
It says that.
What do you have on your resume?
where is he applying to jobs at?
Transportation expertise, logistics expertise.
You consider yourself a hard worker.
I mean, I feel like 80 hours a week.
That's a hard worker.
Dude, why is he just being? He's literally just like so passive aggressive. It's because of this little attitude that he has. I don't know, you know. I just broke my back working at my job. It's whatever. It's just my back. I'm just gonna live with it for the rest of my life. It's whatever. It's like, dude, just play HollowKnight, bro. Just play HollowKnight. That's what you have to do. Guys, comment in chat. Okay, I'm getting tired of it. I'm asking, and you're not giving now. Now. Okay, I'm just joking. I don't really care. Okay, while this music is good, I can't personally do it. I can't personally do it like that. Thanks, though. Alright, guys, time to lock in.
Move to Fort Lauderdale?
Ooh, that's Florida. Sure, why not?
Would you move to Fort Lauderdale?
Sure, why not?
How about you and I document this? After this, you come, I do an interview with you, and I give you a job. And let's see what you're 90 days.
Is he looking for, like, employees right now?
I'll look up your company and all that kind of stuff, and I'll see it. But like,
He's like, I'll check it out. How much are you offering? How much are you
You
offering?
just said you applied to 477 companies who've not gotten back to you.
yeah.
A business owner who's hiring aggressively just made an offer to you. You said you're willing to move. Then you said, I'll look at it. You became selected.
I didn't
You
say I looked
contradicted
at it.
No, you just have to go with it.
I want to hear it.
I would like to.
Yeah, I'll be 100% honest. The way that I got my job right now, which is a good job that pays me very well. I got it by my boss messaged me after I turned my application in. It was like the day of I turned it in. He texted me. He was like, "Hey, would you be able to come in for an interview tomorrow?" And I thought about it, and probably 75% of my brain was like, no, don't do it. But a part of me was like, yes. And I guess because I just seek more on discomfort for myself, or more so because I was put in that situation, I went ahead and said, sure, I'll show up tomorrow. So I did that. Another person was there. He was applying for the same job. My boss, my employer, looked at me. He said, "You're the guy for the job," and he hired me. So that's pretty much it. I showed a bit of incentive, and I got it. Because it's not tough, guys. All you have to do is just go one step further than the next person you expect. Like, let me tell you how it went. This is how the interview went. It was like at 10 a.m. or whatever. I showed up at 9:55. I maybe overdressed. I had my slacks on, and I also had a nice shirt that looked pretty well on me. Make sure that you at least have some slacks and a shirt, and maybe just get some Vans or something, black Vans. And do your hair, do your beard if you have a beard, maybe your eyebrows or whatever. Maybe get a haircut. Don't have like shoulder length hair. And I just showed up 9:55, all prepared. I talked with him, pretty confident about my resume, especially, and I felt confident because I know that I'm a hard worker, which anyone who is desperate should at least have. I mean, if you're desperate, you can't be sad for yourself. You have to be a beastly desperate person to cling to whatever thing that you can find. And that was, that was pretty much me. So my confidence was like totally gassed up. I knew it was fake, but I went in there, pretend like I was the bomb, and got me the best job that I've had so far. So just believe in yourself, guys. It goes a really long way, and just get your P's and Q's in check, resume, and do your hair and dress nice. Smell good.
To look into your company to see exactly what you guys do.
You would like to.
Because I don't know what you guys do.
Okay.
So as
I
far
don't.
as
I
I'm
wouldn't
concerned,
even
I'm
care what he
making
did. I'd be like,
reasonable
I'm going
time. If
in.
you guys are a finance company, if you guys are a bank or something like that, I don't have the certifications, I don't have the degrees. So even interviewing me
But
would be a
what if
moot
I
point.
gave you a job, period, to work 80 hours a week? Would you take it?
Oh,
And
heck
I paid
yeah.
you a reasonable wage.
Are
Oh,
we talking
bro.
minimum wage or reasonable wage?
What do you
And
make
whose
right
version
now?
of reasonable?
Okay, if he paid me, if he gave me 80 hours a week, and he paid me, if he paid me like $30 an hour, I would be chillin'. I'd be so chillin'.
Are we talking
I
about?
would chill there
Your
for
version of
years.
reasonable or my version of
Let's see.
So now, for me, what I'm noticing from you is
I need specific.
But in a negotiation, you obviously want to shoot higher than maybe what you would actually want. So realistically, if they ask me, I would maybe say a little bit more than I'm comfortable with. You know, just to be safe. And you have to say it decisively and confidently too, to let them know this is what I believe I'm good for, and if not, I'm walking. Even though that's scary and it sucks and it's really really scary, and you might just want to like go in your car and cry, but you have to do it. You can't show weakness. Like, it's actually very important.
Specifics?
no, not necessarily. No, most
Even if
people
it's
are
fake,
hired
you just have to go one
because
step
the
further than the
difference
next
is I'm
person.
trying to hire
If someone
them.
does this,
In
you just do
instance, you're
this a
trying
little
to
bit
get
more.
job and
Just a
you
little bit
decide
more.
It's gonna work against
I mean,
you.
I'm not trying to get a job. Originally, I was
My
trying to
offer's
ask you
off
where
the
the
table.
moral felt.
My
More
offer's
moral.
off the table
Okay, that's
because
fine.
you're gonna be difficult to work with.
Okay, sure. But my question.
Just took the offer. He said no, you're asking too many questions. Guys, that's another thing. Don't argue that much. Just be like, that's cool. Be like, that's fine. Be like, this is okay. And then after a while you can say, that's fine, but I need this. Or this is cool, but I need this too. You need to just know your boundaries. That's it. And by boundaries, I mean what you should be getting. I don't know. What you think that you should be getting. I don't like how my computer's sounding like that. Like an airplane right now. I feel like that doesn't very fare well for like a laptop.
Was where is my moral failing? Like, where is it that you are saying that I am not working hard enough and I am not
I
doing
just
enough?
experienced it right now because you do.
I was trying to ask you.
My offer's off the table.
The difference is I'm trying to hire them. In this instance, you're trying to get a
Be
job.
agreeable, guys.
It's gonna
Just look up the dark triad of personalities or whatever. Or look up female personality traits.
because you're gonna be difficult.
Agreeable.
Okay, sure. But my question
Okay, sure.
was,
Fine.
where
Whatever,
is
bro.
my moral failing?
I don't need your
Where
millions,
is it that you
loser.
are saying that I am not working hard enough and I am not
I
doing
just
enough?
experienced
Oh,
it right now
shit.
because the way you just handled this situation.
Got it. So I should
was-
accept anything
No,
that somebody gives me
not
at
at
first
all.
blood. If it is a guaranteed thing.
No, not
I
necessarily,
agreed
but-
I agreed to do your interview. I agreed to be interviewed by you,
Yeah,
and you
but-
agreed to consider me for hiring.
Yeah.
So therefore,
So just say
I've taken
yes.
That opportunity. I've chosen to.
What?
But
No, you
because
can't
I'm asking
now.
You for specifics, your immediate reaction
Can't
is
now.
that, oh, well, you're trying to be picky. when I'm not. I'm asking you.
specifics. You could have
Dude,
said-
if someone offers you a golden platter, you don't say, wait, what's on the menu? You say, give me that shit. Give me it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I would
You say, give me it. Don't tell anyone else about it. That's literally what you say. Don't tell anyone else. I'm taking it. Don't tell anyone. Oh, God. I should have killed that guy.
Faye?
Yeah,
Good to
nice
meet
to
you.
meet you.
Are you serious
so
right
how
now?
would you define socialism? Because I think you're kind of
Oh my God,
misunderstanding what
these people are
anti-capitalist
crazy.
ideals look like. I think we are just
So
trying
how
to
about
advocate
socialism?
for basic rights for our people in this country.
So how about
and across the world, of
death
course.
and
But I don't
and
think it's
decay and
necessarily
famine? How about that?
wealth disparity
How do we feel about
around
famine?
The world, for most people
Is it
that are
good?
anti-capitalist, I think it's more about just standard rights that are provided by the government.
Back up.
Rights that are provided by the government.
Yeah.
How do we feel about your family members getting arrested in the middle of the night?
Go a little bit deeper.
Is that
So for
okay?
you, when the claim here is,
How
if
do
the
you
money
feel
you
about
deliver
your
equals
bank account being emptied for me?
within 5 years, do
I need dinner.
disagree?
Yes.
Thank you.
Tell me why you disagree.
What the hell is that?
So I disagree
What is that?
because I don't even think many people are trying to argue for that.
People are not
Why do you
trying to
need
argue
your
about it.
brother and your sister? Why don't you only have your
There's a very select
sister?
amount of people that are
Your
trying
brother
to
come to
argue
war.
for
He's
equal
he's coming to
wealth.
war.
Most
Yes,
people
of
are at
course.
least trying
Hello,
to
friend.
At least advocate for wealth and at all for people that have.
Okay,
that
I
don't
realize
have
it's kinda hard to
access
play this
healthcare
now.
right that don't have access to a good education right now. That don't
Okay,
have
you know what?
access
I
to
can't play this right now.
needs, like food.
Do you think our system right now
Sorry, guys.
allows people to stay in those situations long term?
My laptop's gonna
To
explode.
stay in those situations long term.
Okay, so part of me actually agrees with you, but why do you think they force them to stay in those situations long term?
I think because they are trying to convince the working class that they don't have rights.
I actually don't think that's what it is, although that's fair to your point here. What's the chances that any of you here voted for Donald Trump in 2024? Exactly, right? What is the chances that all of you here can't stand the phrase MAGA, Donald Trump, any of that stuff? Is that a fair assessment? So maybe your
People are so weird.
Democratic Party that's been earning your vote for a long time wants to keep you there because they'll
They
have
have
you
never
vote for the
earned my
rest of your life.
vote. They have never earned my
Who
vote.
did you vote for in 2024?
In 24, I voted for the socialist candidate,
Who was that?
Claudia de la Cruz, I believe.
Who did you vote for in
What the hell's
2024?
happening?
I was actually not able to vote. I was in a hospital.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes,
Sorry.
because of results of capitalism.
Tell me
Oh
more.
wow.
Yeah, so I
Of
didn't
course
have
it was
access
capitalism.
To proper healthcare
Knew it.
Or even access to a proper job that
knew
would
it.
sustain me as a disabled person.
Are you comfortable being specific on what happened?
I
You don't
guess
have to
so.
if you're not
I mean,
comfortable.
I'm also mentally ill, so that was something I had to deal with. But I'm mainly
What?
mentally ill because I
would have
am
never
disabled
guessed
in a
that.
capitalist country.
Tell me
I literally had
Who
no.
qualified you as somebody that's mentally
I get, but I did kind of get the inkling of a thought
convince you
or a
that you're
feeling.
mentally ill?
I feel like Destiny would like this girl.
Me and my doctor team.
What's the specific category of mental illness? Is there one?
Mhm.
You know why I asked this question? Let me explain why I asked this
So I
question.
don't even like the psychological.
She's like the
industry. I don't really stand for, like,
psychomological?
Freudian politics
Psychomological?
or something like that. So if they're
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
debate the
I'm
ethics
not-
of psychology.
I'm not. Where I'm going with this is going back to the same thing. Where if the money were to divide it equally, it'd
Yeah.
end up being worth out within 5 years. My trouble is, in many cases,
This is my face to all this news.
Oh! will say
Whoa!
something to us that we choose to believe for the rest of our lives.
Oh no.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, I don't believe that,
you
guys.
have ADHD, you're mentally ill.
Dude, I have ADHD, but I use it as definitely as a power. Okay, I can think about 5,000 things at once, and then I can eventually finish 5,000 things at the same time. Do you hear what I'm saying? She I don't know if she would understand it. I don't know. Is it an alien? I'm sorry.
To choose to buy into that or not. And if you do,
So you're saying I'm not mentally ill or I'm
I'm
not
not saying you
disabled?
are or you're not. I think
Earl.
you should go a little bit deeper to see if there's anything you can do.
I mean, she seems pretty normal.
You're asking me about my health. You're asking me about my
I'm
disability.
not.
And my
I mean, she's able to think through these complicated topics.
Stay with me here. There is a market where there's profit to convince
Mm-hmm.
you have issues to take the medication because they're making money.
Yeah, but I
and
don't
I'm
have
not
access to
supportive
the
of that.
medication. I don't have access to even a result or a solution to my
I could save her.
disability as someone with a connective tissue disorder.
Just kidding.
It's genetic.
Have you been able to go to different doctors and get yourself tested? And
Yeah.
See? You have?
Yes.
And in California?
Yes. But now
These guys like doctors. They wouldn't do anything for you.
Can't
I
find a
can't
They
find
suck.
a specialist for who I am.
Doctors?
I can't find
a
anyone.
specialist.
Well, they could or they would if they had money,
Anybody
but
with-
they, yeah.
So she is also. Is she a college? She's a college student by the looks of it. And she might be an unlucky person who may have gone to the doctors a lot as a child.
Be okay if I pay for a specialist for you to go see?
Yeah.
Would you take money from a capitalist to help you go see specialists?
I mean, yeah, sure, why
I'm
not?
gonna have you go see two. Where do you live in California?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you go see two specialists. But would you also be open to seeing somebody else?
Hold up. What the hell is it? What is this news? G Fuel, an unforgettable run. Thank you for the love and grind and the memories. After years of shaking things up, fueling the grind and rewriting the rules, it's an end of era. We've had the honor of being there through the late nights, the big wins, the impossible comebacks, and the unforgettable moments that made G Fuel more than just energy. It's been an incredible journey, being able to build alongside creators, gamers, streamers, and a community that became family. Every tub cracked, every shaker raised, every memory made, we've felt the love every step of the way. So to everyone who's been a part of it, thank you. We love you. Logging out, G Fuel.
Shut up, bitch!
One more time.
Shut up, bitch!
Fuck you. No one gives a shit about G Fuel. G Fuel's trash, bro. Didn't they have like lead in their drinks? No, they suck. Get out of here. Get out of here. No one cares. Gamer Sup is way better. You trash. You trash. You suck.
Choose as a psychologist that may.
No.
You're not.
No.
Oh no.
Psychologist, you're choosing who gets to determine what my mental health looks like.
Are you serious? No.
Okay, then I.
No.
Yeah, so I think.
How dare you?
Alright.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What? I deserve only green flags. Yeah, she is probably just going through puberty or something. That's kind of weird.
What's your name?
Seth,
Seth, good to meet you.
I think your claim kind of doesn't make any sense because it would not inherently be a capitalist society you're describing.
Dude, this is like a nerd.
I'm surprised nobody's really.
It's like a nerd in a Chad
When you've got
in a
smoke
Chad
and
outfit.
satisfaction, you've got the freedom to do.
We haven't even defined what.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm
socialism is.
totally
Capitalism
kidding.
is
God, I'm
a
such a. Oh my
system in which all businesses are funded by millionaires and billionaires, investor classes. If this society, everybody had the same amount of money, I don't really know how the money would be generated up and down. I don't know in this theoretical. It sounds more like an anarchist society, which would make more sense to me.
We're using this as a hypothetical.
Yeah, so
but
I
I want to make sure I
understand.
qualify
My
that
point
we're not.
being, we
Yeah.
haven't even described what capitalism is.
But stay on this point here because you came here. Let me
Okay,
go back to
yeah,
this one.
what does it mean?
If all the money,
If all the money in the world-
equally, it would return to the same pockets within 5 years. Do you
Sure.
agree?
Oh,
with this?
okay, yeah.
Well, I disagree.
Tell me
because
why you
I
disagree.
believe
Okay,
in
so-
a system more akin to that kind of system. I think that a system with people with more wealth and
But
equality.
do you know why the wealth would go back to the same people?
It's
in the
because
same-
people are
Why
uneducated
do you think it would?
and don't know how to
Well, it
use
wouldn't- it
money.
wouldn't go back to the same thing
They don't know about
because
investing.
I don't think that we have an inherent equal start.
I would buy.
But this
I
is
would
a
put
starting
a.
point. What I'm saying to you
down
is-
payment on a house, I think.
Why it
Case
wouldn't go to
study.
the same places because we've never even tested some sort of free market. We've never seen any sort of system akin to that. A genuine free market, not one that's distorted by capitalists, by business owners.
He said $65,000 would be how much
That's why people rise to the
every
top.
person would get.
I actually think it's a
Absolutely.
very
They depend
competitive
their own-
place to be.
Dude, they beat down that girl. She just looked
I don't know.
defeated.
People start at the very
But
bottom. They have no
Do
shot to
you
even.
know why I make the claim?
Look at-
if all the money in the world
Aw.
were divided equally would return to the same pockets within 5
I'm
years?
assuming that you think that because people work harder or something like that. But
It's-
I would
it's-
argue
it's-
that
it's-
people
No,
who work hardest
no.
make the least amount of
It's
money.
because of
Work the least, live on the
financial
outside
knowledge.
That are owned in all this company. They've never been inside the businesses that they own.
I don't know if I agree with that. I was just
Not
in
everybody,
Arkansas 3
but
days
the
ago.
richest
I
people.
was just in Arkansas a week ago, and I went to a city called
Dude, this guy's
Hot Springs,
just
Arkansas.
interrupting him every
It was
time.
two friends from high school started a Windows company, 250 employees.
Yeah.
The city loves them. They work their tails
I'm
off.
not really
They're
referring
poor.
to small
But
businesses.
I'm
Dude,
talking about- but many
stop
big businesses
talking.
started small. Walmart
Yeah,
was
sure.
a big day one. Walmart was small when it
Why are
first
they
got
still?
started.
Why are they still a monopoly? Because they exist off
They're
of.
not a monopoly.
Okay,
Amazon
not
is taking a
monopoly.
big share
They
away
own
from them.
oligarchy,
Yeah, they're not.
whatever. They own a large market
Do you
share
think-
because
Oligarch?
they have the ability to use their money
Do you
to
know how many
lobby.
jobs they've created around the world? Walmart does.
I'm not even referring
It's
to
3 million
Walmart.
jobs
The
worldwide.
point being is they capitalists distort the market so it's
Oh, it's only 2 million.
If everybody in the market, capitalists. I'm not even referring
It's
to
3 million
Walmart.
jobs.
3 mil. Okay, he inflated it. As a salesman, you always inflate.
Okay,
If
so-
everybody in the market inherently wants to make it unfree because they want
So
to rise to
I'm-
the top.
I'm watching
if
you.
everybody has the incentive to maintain a free market, then that's something that
So let me go back. The reason why I said if all the money in the world were divided equally, it would return to the same pockets within 5 years. To me,
Yeah, okay, let's
it's
listen.
Because of market value, what value you bring to the place,
Mm.
your contacts, your relationship, how hard you're working.
Sure.
All of those combines, habits
those
that you have in
things, for
place,
sure.
habits that you have in place, and also habits at the bottom. The habits at the bottom are not long-term thinking; it's short-term. When I didn't have any money, I was broke
Habits.
$49,000. If I had $500 to my name, we're driving on the freeway to go to Vegas to party for the weekend and come back. If I had a penny to my name, I'm having a blast. Until 25 years old, I changed my habits financially. Then things changed. But this point here that we're talking about with the
some
wealth,
people are so far off from that point. They're so far in debt that small decisions would not alter.
it's not true.
Yes, it absolutely
It's
is
not true.
That's, you're just privileged and you've lived in a certain
You think
example.
I'm privileged? I'm
Yes,
privileged.
you're privileged.
I mean, he
Your
is
hard work,
now.
Your hard work. That's amazing. That's
My
the only
mom
person.
ran out of money and went back to Iran. You're talking to a guy that would have done 20 years in the army. If one guy
The army
doesn't
is
call
not.
me, if one guy would
The
have called
army is
me
the government funding you.
I understand that,
Yeah,
and I joined
you
the army
benefit
because I
from the
had
government
given up on
for
life.
social programs.
No, I had
Absolutely.
I was not confident on what I could do, but I changed. So can you? Look at the way
absolutely.
you're speaking to me.
You can
Do you know
change, you can
somebody
work
like,
hard, but
do you know
you're not-
somebody like you? Do you know somebody like you that speaks this eloquently? If somebody gets a hold of you in real estate, insurance, finance, you can learn how to sell, and you can make some real good money. Somebody
But
like you that I'm
not
watching.
everybody's born
I
with those
think
abilities. You have to be
brother,
like
I
somebody
think-
who's white, tall, 6'4", whatever. They're
I'm
much more.
Middle East.
What is he talking about right now?
I'm from Iran. Do you
But think
realize a
about
lot
somebody
of stuff
who's
that
not
goes
born-
against me?
Okay, but many people have no choice to
But that's
physically
an
alter.
excuse language to
No,
be making.
no.
That's not a language
If
of
you never
today.
have the opportunity to
listen,
compete because of your.
I appreciate you
He's
being
spitting
respectful.
facts.
Truly, you need to know that. So, I'll be respectful to everybody.
Absolutely.
But I appreciate you for being respectful. Right now, everybody
Yep.
that's here, me changing your mind, it's not a very high likelihood.
Sure.
Okay. The audience that's
Oh,
watching,
shut up. Put your flag down.
40% of
Shut
them
up.
Are gonna agree with what
You suck.
say, what you say.
Oh, shut
what
up,
you say,
cowboy.
what
Put
you
your
say.
flag down, loser.
40% of the audience is gonna agree with me. 20% of the
Yeah.
audience is in the middle saying, I don't know, man, what do you think I should do? Should I feel like a victim or should I not make excuses? Or what is that?
Oh, yeah,
guy saying?
don't feel
Should
like
I
a
do this or
victim,
should I
guys.
sabotage?
Oh, no.
The 20% that's watching this, that has a
Oh my God, shut up. Go back. Go back to your makeup parlor, you idiot.
We're not going to be able to solve
You know,
100%
you feel me, guys?
people's problems, unfortunately.
I don't think people should keel over, but that doesn't mean most people have an equal competitive advantage.
I thought that was a
I
girl.
think
Like somebody
everybody
like
has
me
a
is
certain gift
somebody
to
like
offer.
me is more privileged
I think
inherently. I don't think.
everybody listening to her present, she could be a lawyer.
I think he's looking for a job, guys. He might be looking for a job.
With a lot of things that
I think that's the only conclusion I can come to for this. This is like a job interview right now.
She's got fire in her belly.
Look at this.
Everybody here's got
What
a
did you
gift.
say?
Every lawyer listening to her present, she's got fire in her belly. Everybody
Oh.
here's got a gift. Every single person here's got a gift. Whether they choose to use it in a way to help them advance in life, that's not my
Not
fault.
everybody
That's on
can
them.
afford.
You see how he's not really down. He's not really mean to anyone. Well, he's not mean to anyone who he sees potential in. I mean, he might challenge them, but it seems like he has a good eye for it. He just is seeing stuff, man. He's seeing patterns. I hate that my camera is like not connecting. Yes, hello, my face, my hand, my face. Can we? Okay, God. Why does it take so long?
To increase the market
I feel like I know this kid.
Not everybody.
Well, we respectfully disagree.
Appreciate you.
Thank you again.
Yeah, that was
Appreciate
good.
you.
Get into sales, bud.
Surrounded is currently casting passionate 55 and older Trump supporters who are ready
That's
to have
me.
a thoughtful conversation.
Is
That's
the
me.
US is more. My final claim is the U.S. is more socialist than capitalist today. If you hate the system, you're anti-socialist.
If you hate the system, you're anti-socialist.
We back at it again.
Yeah, so I think it's super important here for
That's a good
all
point.
of us alike,
Yeah, if you
but
hate the
for
system-
audience in general to define what these terms are.
Because you need to
and
love the
best way
system.
To do it would be to look at the theorists, right? Over history, we've seen communism and socialism talked about by governments and by, I guess, programs, but we never actually read the actual theory. And what theorists all agree on is that socialism would be a transitionary state between capitalism and communism, where the means of production are specifically owned by workers, not privately. The idea that any country now is is anywhere near socialist, let alone communist, would simply be ridiculous and just it wouldn't reflect theory whatsoever.
What is the definition of communism to you?
Stateless, moneyless, classless society.
And you prefer that?
Yeah, so I think that
She's never ever experienced that in her life.
Stateless, moneyless, classless society.
So
Yeah.
you
Like
don't
what?
think a person like me should exist with
Dude, I have like all these bumps on my arm. I'm
getting
literally
to this
just
point
seeing
where
right now.
it's,
That's
big
kind of
scarcity
weird.
for people like you to accumulate the wealth that you have on the basis of private ownership.
Okay, so you're not even not capitalist. You're definitely not capitalist. You're not socialist. You want to go full
She's just living in her own world over there. Yeah, we have like these bumps on my arm, dude. What the heck are these? Are these like bug bites or are they like a rash forming of some sort? Doctors in chat, please. I know you're there. I know you're listening right now. You're not. You're listening while you're doing surgery. Please help me. Oh my god, guys, what's happening? Did someone poison me? What the heck is happening? Oh my god, why is my flashlight on? Bro, my flashlight's been on for like an hour. This is crazy. This is just insane, guys. I can't believe this. Okay. I kind of want to do the rest of the stream. Just whispering. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Please answer. Please talk in chat, guys. Guys, please. Please show support. Guys, send a super chat. Guys, send 10 super chats. 10 super chats in chat. And it's over. Okay, it's game over. Okay. By the way, guys, I just have to say, you should only listen to Patrick Bet David about money, maybe marriage, because I think he's been married for a long time too. But definitely only listen to him about money. I don't know about politics. That's kind of like that's a touchy one. Don't listen to his politics. Listen to his financial advice. That's what I would say. Thank you.
communism.
So what do you think that looks like, though, is a thing, right? So what Marx
Communism?
wanted was for us to reach a
Dude, it
point
just looks like we're all
where
like
we no
holding
longer have
hands.
resources that is kind of
Holding hands all the time. We're just
what it
like,
looks like now.
we're
It
just
wouldn't
floating.
happen now. It would happen as we automate. At this point in time, we can decommodify housing and food and education for around 5% of the government budget. That's 1/5.
Yep, true that, girl.
Of what we spend in the military already.
Famine.
We don't, because
Yes.
we were living in this state where it almost seems utopian that things
How
like
old
food
were
and
you the
shelter.
first time you thought you wanted to be a communist? How old were you the
Is
first time?
that a response
I'm
to
actually
any
really
of the
curious.
statistics?
No, because the statistics are against you.
The statistics.
It's never worked.
I
It's
wanna-
never.
It's never
it's
worked.
Cubans that
Yeah,
want
what
to
is she
buy-
talking about?
They
The
love
statistic
their
that
country.
The statistics. Guys, the statistics.
Do you know how much?
What'd you
do know
get?
how much money?
Because it didn't work.
Dude, statistics is literally the easiest class. I got an A in it, like sleeping. It's so easy. She probably failed.
It's almost like you're not replying to any of the statistics that I've
Statistics.
I think that's the biggest
None of the
problem.
statistics.
Dictators would not be allowed under communism.
Dictators will kill you. Just kidding.
They weren't.
If somebody's taxing 100%,
Maybe.
what is dictatorship?
So again, how much money do you think? How much money?
Taxes? What is communism?
How much money
That's
do you think?
dictatorship.
How much?
Don't
money
look at the
do you think
camera.
it
Don't
would
look at the
take
camera.
to
That was weird.
Allow everyone food, shelter, water, and education in this country.
How much
would it
money?
take?
Probably
But
like,
go back to your question
I don't
about
know, a
communism.
couple billion?
Stay on that point with
Nothing
communism.
I say is
But
responded to.
I'm trying to find out from you here. You're saying communism is not dictatorship.
No.
is she like wearing makeup or something? Is she wearing makeup on her face? I seriously can't tell.
Define dictatorship.
Yeah, so when one person or when one small entity
Right.
is able to enforce its will on the people, when we have private ownership,
Yeah.
when we have a system based on private ownership,
Yeah.
that's what happens every
That's
single
dictatorship.
time. Yeah, so we see.
Dictatorship is private ownership.
Yeah, so private
So let me get
private
this straight. Under
ownership.
communism,
How much?
under communism doesn't Elon Musk exist?
Yeah, no,
No. So that's
No.
dictatorship. Thank you.
that's completely incorrect. Under capitalism,
Yes,
you have,
dictatorship.
the freedom for
Who's
people to-
controlling that?
You do.
Okay,
Of
so
course you do.
under capitalism, right?
Under
we don't
communism,
see that
under
the,
communism.
the commodification.
Would you consider China
We don't see
communism
the
right now? Would you
commodification of
consider China
food,
communism right now?
shelter, or water.
I
or education
would.
that we can with 5% of the budget. Why don't we see that?
Would you consider China communism?
Why
right
haven't
now?
you answered any of my questions?
Would you consider
Why
China?
haven't you responded to any of my statistics?
Would you consider China communism?
It's almost like we're
right
not having a
now?
conversation and you're
We are
talking
having a
at me and not
conversation
with
where
me.
you have an argument that's been proven that it's not worked.
It's almost like I
This girl's like, yeah, that dude behind him is like, yeah, good job. You're
It's such
just,
a great system. Why are other
yeah, let's go. Communism.
because we've not found a
Guys, don't clip that. That's just a lie, obviously.
If you were to read the plain text of Marx, we would see that he wanted
I've read
escalation.
Communist Manifesto. I've
I
gone through it.
promise.
Honestly, seeing stuff like this makes me feel so much better about myself. I'm like, thank God I know about this stuff. Guys, read the Gulag Archipelago. Or read Mao. I think there's like Mao Red Book. Or read The Rise of the Third Reich. These will give you ideas of a good friendly communist government.
You, if you
Have
have,
you
you
read
wouldn't have
Wealth of
said
Nations?
that capitalism today is socialist.
Have you read Wealth of
Yeah,
Nations?
so I've read Das Kapital, I've read the Communist Manifesto as well.
Oh,
and
great.
so
It's like 3 pages.
What do you think, if you think that...
How long is a Communist Manifesto? Why is it not showing up? How long is it? It's like 20 pages, right? 50 pages to over... The Communist Manifesto is a short work with original German pamphlet being about 23 pages long. Yeah, it's only 23 pages long. This girl's stupid. Honestly, one thing about being a business owner is like knowing how smart you are and knowing how to weed out idiots. It's like if you just always have that thing there and ready to go, it's like, oh God, it's like a superpower.
Communism is in any way
It's
us
dictatorship.
having wages,
Yes.
or us having, a
It's
privatized music
dictatorship.
production, you don't know
You
what it
choose
is.
my dreams.
Because
I refuse
one
to
person is still in
dictate my
in
dreams.
charge.
What do you mean?
Well, it happened.
Guys, why am I almost seem to be breaking out a little bit.
Let's go. Justin, nice
Justin,
to
good to meet you.
How you doing?
It's
Good, how you
interesting.
doing?
Doing pretty good. So I need to pick your brain a little bit.
I'll look at it
You said
tomorrow.
This is largely socialist. I want to focus on the word largely. So why do you believe it is largely socialist?
Because 68% or so of the money that we take in goes towards entitlement programs.
So I think one of the things that is going to be major to me, it's like Zena was touching on earlier, is going to be the fact that socialism is
Zena.
a big part of it is going to be workers owning the means of productions. When we have President Biden, for example, telling that the railroad strikers, it's going to be illegal for them to strike. I don't see that as much of a workplace democracy.
Did you have a question, or you're just saying the
Wait,
fact that
what-
you don't agree with President Biden?
What is he talking
I'm
about?
saying a core tenet of socialism is the workers owning the means of production. Workers currently
Workers
do not
own the means of production.
So why do you believe it is largely
I
socialist?
mean, the workers could just stop, and then
Correct.
Okay, so to you, that's the definition of socialism.
That is a core tenet of it.
What else would you define as socialism? I'm curious.
There's a lot of different things. It's like Zena was touching on as well. Moneyless, stateless classless society. But I think more important than not, workers owning the means
Are
of
you more
production and workplace
communist or more
democracy.
socialist?
They're the same term, man. Mark
socialist, communist, it's all the same, bro.
Because where I see
Whatever.
America, I think we are extremely
I think there may be a
getting close to
difference.
being a socialistic nation
I
with
think there
the
might
amount
be a
of taxes that
difference.
we have in place right now.
That's great.
But at least under communism, I can survive.
That's great, bro.
I would prefer us staying
Loser.
at the 10% tax rate. I think we're paying way too much taxes.
Why would you
if
not be
if
able to survive?
I would
Yeah,
be
God,
able to
what are you,
survive
dumb?
under communism.
I think you're still good.
My mother's family.
What are
they
you-
were part of the two-day
What do you
party.
need to
The
eat
two-day
more
party
than
in Iran was the communist
just a bowl of
party.
cereal today? What are
Then
you?
Armenia and Russia came down to Iran and they pursued
What are
communism.
you, bro?
I grew up in a family where everything was about the rich are greedy, the rich people are bad, the rich people are this, and the rich people are that. My dad's side, they were imperialists. My dad's side, they said poor people are lazy. So one side,
Guys, my arm is breaking out.
the other side, poor people are lazy.
I have
Who's
a-
right?
I would say that neither are right, of course.
I was poor people.
Sorry, what is this
I
compared?
grew up in a family where everything was about the rich are greedy, the rich people are bad, the rich people are this, and the rich people are that.
Rich people are this.
My dad's side, they were imperialists. My dad's side, they said poor people are lazy. So one side, rich people are greedy. The other side, poor people are lazy. Who's right?
I would say that neither are right. Of
I-
course.
Yeah,
I
rich
would
people
say
are lazy.
both right and wrong, is what I would say.
Both are right.
And wrong.
Rich people
Right
are
and wrong,
greedy.
because I do believe
Poor
there
people are lazy.
extremely greedy rich people.
Yeah.
And I do believe there are extremely lazy poor people. But I also believe there's a lot of hardworking poor people that are working. But they
Okay,
haven't found
yeah,
a
no
job.
one's talked
I
about
think
this.
that's-
It happens.
That's actually
But
a
under-
major
but
point
under-
right there.
but under
They're not
con-
able to get out
But
of
under
it.
you can get out of it. You could
But
actually
you
get
just
out of
said
it.
they're not able to.
No,
So
because they're
Dude, all these guys have no aura. None of them have aura.
If I sit there and somebody's giving
What is it? Wait, what?
book recommendation here,
Why is he pointing at her again?
choosing not to I just made an offer for a book recommendation here, so I'm not interested. If I sit there and somebody's
She
giving
said,
me
nope.
feedback,
Screw
it's
you,
about
millionaire. You
$5.
suck,
I'm
millionaire.
then I'll
You
check it
read
out.
the book?
Sure, why
I can
not?
give you a handful of them.
We'll talk about this
I'll
after
give it
this.
to you afterwards.
Yeah,
But all
of
I'm saying,
course.
the point I'm trying to make to you is, if you can exist under a capitalistic society, and I can exist under a capitalistic
Oh, now he's
society,
like,
so
oh,
can
yeah,
she.
yeah, yeah.
But
Okay,
you-
we can both exist under a socialist society. It's not
No, only half of us would
The
live.
incentive would be bad. Think about it this way.
Incentive is high.
We would not live under a socialist society, guys. Don't get it
Take
twisted.
the two states, California and New York. They
Yeah.
lost $1 trillion of wealth that left. Do you know where they went to?
Where did they go
went
to?
Texas,
Left to America.
Nevada, Florida, Tennessee. You know
Left to
why?
Washington.
Because it's a better climate for entrepreneurs. Today, if you look at New York City,
Donald Trump put it in his,
You know how
Yeah.
Mamdani-
put it in the office in gold.
You know how Mamdani is. Are you a
Yeah,
fan
and
of
Zoran.
Mamdani?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I
from
love
New York.
Zoran.
Zoran's up there saying he doesn't believe billionaires should exist.
Correct.
I hope he wins. I hope he wins. You know why? Because he
So we'll
says
kick him
every
out.
billionaire should exist, and he's going to be the mayor of a city that has the most billionaires in America, 123. I hope he wins so we can see what happens to New York when the billionaires leave. When they leave,
Oh.
here's who's going to pay the price.
Dang.
The people that are left behind.
Wait,
are
Zoran?
taking advantage of the taxes that billionaires were paying. You think the government's going to
there's a-
change their budget
when there's a
expenditure?
$30
No.
minimum wage,
Middle
I can't
America's gonna-
imagine that
Middle
there's
America's
gonna
going to
be-
take the biggest hits if billionaires leave the state of New York. You'll see. Oh, you're back. How are you? Good to see you. Okay.
Firstly, I want to start by saying that the U.S. is not largely socialist because that's not what socialism is. Socialism is
Oh, God, not
social
this
or
guy.
collective ownership by the workers.
This is the worst guy I
or
can
the
tell.
community of the means of production, right? So we're talking about like city-run grocery stores, or we're talking about worker cooperatives, or even in some cases credit unions, where a local community owns the bank that they take part in, right?
What?
That's what socialism is. Socialism is not when the government does stuff for you. It's not when they build roads. That happens under capitalist economies. That happens under socialist economies.
Okay.
But I'm also not sure you entirely know what capitalism is, and if it's okay, I'd like to ask a couple questions about your job.
Sure.
Because you're offering that. I know that you're Valuetainment, right? You run a YouTube podcast. You also run PHP Agency, right?
Yep.
Yes. And you sell life insurance
So
policies,
people
right?
help
Life
people.
insurance and annuities.
Yes. I read an article by the Daily Beast which argued that you make more money from recruitment fees to get people to work for you than you make money from selling those policies. Capitalism is when you provide a service. and
That's
sell
actually a real-
of yourself or the person who works for you in return for money. But you're not really doing that, right? You're selling being part of the company through recruitment fees. I'm not sure that's capitalism.
How familiar are you with the insurance industry?
Pretty familiar.
Are you?
Yes.
You've been
What-
in the industry before?
No, my grandfather was. My
Okay.
small
Okay.
business.
So in the insurance industry, when you're in it,
Yes.
you get paid
Yes.
by selling life insurance policies, and you get paid by selling annuities.
Yes.
We built a distribution channel of a company right after I left Morgan
Sure.
Stanley. And
Why is he's so amped up?
We started the insurance company. We grew it,
Okay.
helping middle-income families who didn't have another opportunity to create wealth for themselves. I just came back from our event in Vegas.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let me say
I-
this to you,
It
though.
is though.
It's not
I
correct,
just-
though.
let me
It's where
make
you
my
make more
point. I
money
just
from.
came back from, we don't make more money from recruiting.
I read the Daily Beast article that did that. I also watched
So-
CoffeeZilla's
so let me-
debate with you,
let
where
me-
you pulled up
let me
receipts
ask
that
you
the
a
majority
question.
of the employees
Let
of
me
your
ask you a
company don't
question.
make any
Here's a
money.
question.
Dang, he's calling him out.
Sure.
Bring up CoffeeZilla.
He's calling him out.
Daily Beast is a different story. Go to CoffeeZilla.
Sure, of course.
Do you think if I was worried about my business model, I would go on CoffeeZilla? What do you think? Do you
I
if
think
do you
that
think
it's
if I
not really
was-
capitalist.
Hang on a second. Do you think if I was worried about my business model, I would go on CoffeeZilla? They were actually very strong when they came back after me. We had a 2-hour conversation.
Yes.
We finished it. It was good to go. We moved on. Their claims that only 1%
So-
or 2% make, and nobody makes it in insurance, they're right. Most people don't make it in insurance. Just like most people who move to California don't make it in Hollywood.
So I believe
and
the
most people
technical
don't make it
term
in
for
real
when you
estate.
make more money from getting people to be part of a company
So
than you're
November
actually selling a
4th?
service is called a multi-level marketing scheme. Do you think that that's a
No,
fair
not
characterization
November
of your
4th.
company? Why not?
Do you know what multi-level is?
Yes, I know. It's where you make more
Multi-level,
money from. It's sort of like
that's
a
not the
pyramid scheme,
definition.
wherein
No.
you make more money
Let
from
me-
to be part of the company.
A pyramid scheme doesn't have a product.
I don't think this is how you do a
Multi-level marketing
gotcha.
company is more like an Amway, an Herbalife, a New Skin, those companies.
But
because it pays you.
You are making more money from getting people to be
it
part of your
pays you-
company than you are from making money from
That's-
actually.
Why is he
providing that service.
saying this?
I would
He's
argue
saying the
my
same
babies-
thing.
By the way, do you know what a quality of earnings is?
Yes.
What's a quality of earnings? Tell everybody what a quality of earnings is. Go ahead.
The quality of
Fair
earnings.
point. The quality of earnings isn't that like the value that's produced from when you make the money? Like how much from the labor that's produced, or am I?
Go ahead.
Fair point. The quality of earnings isn't that like the value that's produced from when you make the money? Like how much from the labor that's produced, or am I
What
wrong?
is quality of earnings?
I give you what I think
That's
the definition is.
Okay. So quality of earnings is I sit there and I want to sell the business to you.
Yeah.
You make an offer of $250 million. Okay? I tell you,
Sure.
this is my business, here's how much profit we make. You leave and you say, great, let's make the deal. I'll pay you $250 million.
The moment I loved our super.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you 250 mil.
Was the moment they walked.
We shake on it.
It's not that much.
Then you validate whether it is worth that or not by going and paying a big company a few $100,000 to check the
Oh,
quality.
so it's almost like having someone look at the quality of the gold that you're going to buy.
PwC
Basically.
came and they do a quality of earnings to say,
Sure.
is this company really worth this? They get to make a decision.
Dude,
whether
this
the company
guy-
is truly doing what you or they.
This guy has such a punchable face. Like, it's so punchable. I don't know what it is.
PwC plans to do.
The
And you know
value
what ended up
comes from your
happening?
brand. It
You know
comes
what
from
ended
going
up
on
Oh, he has like
podcasts.
earrings in too. I didn't notice that.
Because you're not selling.
It's interesting spot for an earring.
Do you know what you're selling?
Do you know what ended up
You know
happening?
what you're selling,
Do
right?
you know what ended up
Do you
happening?
know what you're selling?
The company
You're selling
ended
your
up
personal
buying.
brand. You're selling the idea because when you're offering people here jobs, right?
Right.
You're saying that they would have to pay you money to get that. So in reality, you're trying to convince
You're-
them to pay you
Be
money to be
careful
part
with
of your
claims of
company.
defaming. Be very careful defaming when you don't know the facts.
You have a
Be very
recruitment fee.
careful. No. Be very
You
careful
have a
claiming.
recruitment fee.
Be very
That's all.
careful making.
He
out claims.
said, "You're sued, bud."
Here have to pay to work at our company.
It's
Be
recruitment
very
fee.
careful. No,
Right.
those are two different things.
Hi,
How are you,
good, how are you? Tatiana.
Tatiana?
Yeah,
Nice to meet
Tanya,
you.
but yes. And you're East
Tanya?
Yes.
And I know a lot
Tatiana?
about- before coming to
Tatiana?
But why do you use socialism and capitalism like in this instance? I've noticed a lot of people have defined the vast
All right, we're here. We're back. We are so back.
Differences, but you're insisting that we're still like a more socialist like country. Why are you
So
insisting on
that's a fair
that?
question. So for me, there's different definitions you can have. Under communism, to me, it's 100%.
Oh, she just doesn't get it.
I can't go create my own property. If I want to build a $1 billion company, I can't do it under communism. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes, I guess it is.
It is, okay.
Yeah.
So capitalism, I would ideally like to see taxes between 10 to 30% max. I'd like a flat tax, but somewhere between 10 to 30%, because I still do think there's certain things that the government needs to do. Military protection, certain things. Socialism to me is 30% and up. Anything above that, that you're taking the money away from me without my choice to use it for things where we get to 68% of entitlement programs, I'm not a fan of that.
Okay, so let's talk about where we're at. I believe you said reasonable wage and minimum wage. What about a livable wage? And we haven't really talked about livable wages because they
What
kind
do you
of
think about minimum wage? So what do you think?
So
minimum
I
wage
think
should
we have
be?
a long way to go.
Okay.
I'm not really a big fan of these little increment things, especially when it's like it's not like rent is, stopping and leveling out. It's like it's.
$500-600. Yo, guys, let's do it. Yep, that's him. The BBC girl. Wait. Okay.
On planet Earth.
Okay.
Why would they do that? Is it because you're like just so like sweet and dainty?
I don't know why people say that. I don't want them to say that anymore.
How can you heard it?
Well, whatever we do is going to set the precedent for every interview after. So just what are you thinking? That's not what I want to happen every single interview. Can you imagine that being the thing?
Whoa. Why do I doubt Greninja is not? Why is he trending? What? Who cares about this, bro? Who cares? Shut up. Shut up. Nothing? Nothing felt? It's weird. Very, very suspicious.
You know, bar seating was,
for sure.
and so I'm just wondering how you still can sit here and say that when I know you like to talk about you came up from Haagen-Dazs and all this other stuff.
Haagen-Dazs.
Okay, great, we love that for you. But we're talking about where you are today and where I am, a majority of these people in the room, and us and all this other stuff.
In Glendale Galleria, 20 minutes away from
great,
here.
love that for you. But we're talking about where you are today and where I am, a majority of these people in the room, and I haven't really heard. Yes.
That was like, haha, you're a bitch laugh.
We can't
Like,
change.
wow.
I think that there's certain systems.
Are you
in
talking
place.
minimum wage? You want to address the
We
minimum
can
wage
talk
topic?
minimum wage, but I like to say livable wage
Okay.
because I think they're
What do
two
you
very
think it
different
should be?
things.
What do you think it should be?
I think that we should go per state because every state is different in
Give me
terms
a
of what
number.
they
Where
have.
do you live? You live in
I live in
California?
California,
What do you think it
so
should be?
based on the
Minimum wage.
MIT living wage calculator, it's an actual livable wage calculator. It's $27.81. It should be the starting, and if you have kids and so forth, you can like go up from there. But starting at about $27 hourly.
So what? Let's look at case studies. Of
Oh my god.
California chose to increase the minimum wage for fast food workers to $20 an hour, restaurant workers. Do you know what happened in the state of California? Mass exodus. People left and went different places. You know what restaurant owners did? Like, I can't compete with these guys if you raise the minimum wage. But the challenge with minimum wage is also the following. So say there's two companies. You have Walmart. Okay?
They raise it
Baker's
$20?
and you
Good
have
luck,
different
small business owners. Holy
supermarkets that's been
cow.
in the same family for 60 years. The governor here says we're going to raise the minimum wage to $20 an hour. Who do you think can afford it? The market that's been within a family, the small business. What do you think Walmart? Who do you think can afford to go to $20 an hour minimum wage?
So that.
$20 an hour. Who do you think can afford it? The market that's been within a family, the small business. What do you think Walmart? Who do you think can afford to go to $20?
Oh yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So that's where I think we have to factor in other systems other than capitalism. I think you're kind of making the point that's been made a few times today where we can't just look at one thing.
No, this hasn't been made. The point I'm making here is, anytime a Bernie Sanders gets up and says, let's raise the minimum wage for $15, and he was caught in his campaign not paying his own workers $15,
Yeah. Oh, wow.
$13 an hour, and he had to talk about it.
Wow.
And apologize that even a guy that's a socialist wasn't paying minimum wage. But if you raise it to $15, Amazon celebrates. Walmart celebrates. You know why? Because the employers from this supermarket that have been working for this family for the longest time, they can't afford to pay that. So they leave and go to Amazon and Walmart. What happens?
Yep, exactly.
The bigger companies keep getting bigger. The small businesses go out of business because of minimum wage.
Okay, so you mentioned Bernie Sanders. I didn't mention him. Cool, for Bernie Sanders, whatever. Do you pay a livable
What?
wage or a minimum wage for your employees?
There's not a single soul in our company that I pay $15 an hour or $20 an hour.
Okay, so
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet, this is dope tech from Vids.
are you paying them livable wages though?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Of course we
based
are.
on your
Of course.
standards or
Because of
based
my
on like
choice.
stats?
Because of my choice.
So you're
Because
determining
we-
what people's livable wages
Well,
are?
no, I look at the marketplace and I see what's going on, and I get to pick and choose what percentile of people I want to hire. Do I want to hire bottom 10%, 25%, 50%? I'll pay a little bit more because I want to get somebody that's got a little bit more experience.
Okay. Okay.
Like, wow. Tatiana. Whoa.
Remind me again why. Hi again.
How are you?
Good, how are you doing? Can you remind me again why you think this country is largely socialist?
Out of the $4.9 trillion.
Oh god. She has a mullet.
4.8, 4.9.
She should love capitalism.
68% goes to entitlement programs.
Idiot.
That's the reason why I say America is socialism.
Do you think that we should have a say in where our taxpayer dollars go?
That's why we have elections.
Of course, obviously.
That we should have a say in where our taxpayer dollars go?
If you ask
Yeah.
me if we should have a right to vote, I would change the system in a major way of who would have the right to
I'm
vote.
not asking you if
You're
people
asking me a question
I'm not
about
asking you
if
who should have a right to vote. I'm
Right.
asking you, do you think that
The
our
current system
taxpayer dollars should be
allows-
dictated by us?
The
Where that
current
goes?
election allows you to vote and decide who you want to be your candidate.
Absolutely. Okay. So I would argue that the biggest handouts go to billionaires because we give billions and billions of dollars in subsidies to billionaires every single year. Elon Musk just got a huge raise. Not sure why. He's worth over
Who knows why?
billions of dollars.
Wonder why.
Be specific. You're talking about SpaceX?
I'm talking about SpaceX, Tesla, and I'm talking about the companies that we fund as taxpayers. So why did we never vote for that? If you
I mean, I think it's the subsidies or whatever are given by the amount of jobs that also you have created. There's probably a whole list of other factors too. I don't know. I think Elon has made some pretty awesome companies though.
Did you never vote for the money going to
do you see an issue with the fact that we as
Guys, get Elon on.
say, and first of all,
We need to get Elon on the phone right now.
deciding where our taxpayer dollars go.
Once you elect who you elect, what they do next, you don't have a say during that time.
We didn't elect
until the next election. No, I'm talking Congress, Senate. They make a decision.
Yeah, we do elect people.
But he's been
What?
getting this amount of subsidies through every administration. I'm not just referring to the Trump administration.
Let's talk about how he's done. Okay. So the
Okay,
NASA
Elon?
was shut down many years ago. Okay. Since then, how has NASA done? Trying to find a way to go to space.
Yeah, NASA
What has
sucks.
SpaceX done?
SpaceX is awesome for being a spacefaring company. I mean, literally, it's awesome.
Let me finish. NASA versus SpaceX. Elon Musk, as much as you hate him, Elon Musk was able to go to space for 1/20th of the cost because government organizations.
Elon Musk has the ability to eradicate extreme poverty in this country, and he chooses to send a rocket. Elon Musk has the ability to eradicate extreme poverty, and
because government organizations.
Elon Musk.
I think if you try to eradicate poverty, you might get like more dangerous homeless people. Like they're going to be armed at this point. They'll be armed and ready. They'll just have valuables. They'll be chained up with their chains on and stuff. And their drip, they had Gucci. What? Come on. Here. Come on, have a smell, bro. Come on. Baby. Come on. Come on. You don't like it. Well, your litter box is fine, man. Come on, relax. Eat your food. Come on. Well, who wants it? Oh, you already munch. A munchkin, Dama. Hey, hey, you, hey, yo, wait. shooting my water gun into my bathtub in my, my bathroom. Water gun.
Also, the ability to eradicate extreme poverty in this country, and he chooses to send rockets into space and make extremely ugly cars that we never
Oh wow.
actually funded.
Wow.
So I would argue
She just wrecked his cars.
Well, I would say the Cybertruck.
Why she just wrecked
aesthetically.
she would know about aesthetically.
It's so funny because
Oh really? The girl with the dinosaur earrings.
you say the Democratic side on the climate change side, the guy that's worked towards that the most, you guys loved him till he supported Trump. Elon was your favorite 8 years ago until he supported Trump. The moment he went into Trump,
He's like, oh god.
this guy's a terrible guy.
To be fair,
Oh, she's like, oh yeah,
consistently
yeah.
throughout my adult life, and I also think that he is someone who
Wait, what?
consistently throughout.
Trump, this guy's a horrible guy. This guy's a terrible guy.
To be fair, I've hated Elon Musk consistently throughout my adult life, and I also think that he.
I mean,
is
she's like what, 24 probably. So she's only been an adult for like 6 years or so.
someone who has benefited immensely from the government. That's why I find hypocrisy in what you're saying.
I don't disagree
also
with
think
that
that
side.
he's benefited immensely from the exploitation of labor overseas. He's benefited immensely from his extremely aggressive union busting tactics. So I'm saying, like, why
Is he a net positive too for
Roasted.
society?
is he net positive for me personally?
Is he a net positive for society, not for you?
I wouldn't say so.
You don't think
For
so?
not society.
Who's a net positive to society? Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, who-
I mean, Bernie Sanders is, I would say he's a compromise candidate, but I would
Oh,
say.
okay. Who's a
Yes, I would
Is
say he's a compromise candidate.
AOC a net positive to
I
society?
would say net positive, yes.
More than
AOC?
Yes.
She sucks.
Why?
Because AOC wants to introduce
Harry Potter over here, bro.
And I think that the New Deal
It's
is
about
the
to
closest thing.
banish them all to
So I
Azkaban.
just added $3.4 trillion to our deficit, so I really don't want to hear.
30 trillion and
Okay, so I'm saying,
30 trillion.
that I think that, when we look at the system.
Banished to
I think
Azkaban.
that we need to redistribute the wealth in a
Banished
different
to
way. We need
Azkaban.
reintroduce something like the New Deal.
Away.
And I think AOC has been the closest to doing that. I'm not
Why
saying I'm the
don't
biggest
you-
fan of her, but I'm saying that we need a marginal tax rate
Right.
that is something similar to the New Deal, 70 to 90%. Ideally, I would go for a wealth tax. Anyone over $999 million has to pay every year. But I'm saying that
Say that one more time. You would do what? Anybody that
I
makes
would
over.
introduce a wealth tax. So
Okay.
I'd say that anyone who makes over $999 million needs to pay. So I think
Pay.
no one should be a billionaire.
Pay 100%.
Should put the cap.
No one should be a billionaire.
Absolutely not. Do you think that people can survive on $999 million?
This isn't how life works.
Do you think someone could
This is
survive on
a-
$999 million?
you
I'm asking you,
hope-
do you think
Nope.
someone would be okay?
Nope.
Do you think someone's life would be impaired if they had only $999 million instead of $1 billion? You're not answering the question.
Fortunately,
Answer
these
my
companies
question.
that continue to grow
Why are you avoiding my
created
question?
jobs for others.
Do you think someone
And
could
in
reasonably
America,
survive on
you don't get
900?
to-
I mean, I think so they can hit 999,999,999 and then after that, everything after that gets either put back into the government or like put back in your company. Is that what she's saying? Or where would the extra money go? I'm a little confused. Could you just make a separate bank account and put it in there? I mean, I'm sure there would be workarounds that people would figure out. I don't think the pseudo billionaires would be too happy about that money just going into the thin air.
$99 million.
How big a person wants to build their business. That's not
Why
true.
do you-
By the way,
why
why
do you
don't
think
you
we-
elect someone?
Why are you
that
such a
pursues those policies? Bernie
ugly
was a hero for
biznatch?
years, he
I
compromised.
never said he was my hero.
But how did
Why is he your
Bernie
hero?
I said that
You said he's a
I
compromised
said he's a
candidate.
compromised
Why is he a
candidate.
compromised candidate?
I mean, he was definitely compromised by the Democratic Party, who didn't want him elected.
What happened?
I'm saying he's a compromised candidate in that I would go further than him, but I also know that he's probably the best we
I
have
would go
right now.
further. I'd go to third base.
And ideally, something similar. I think Zohran Mamdani, who you mentioned earlier, I think
I
she's an
can't
excellent
wait for him
candidate.
to win. You know why
Why
I can't
that?
wait for him to win? Because I can't wait for the data that comes out after he wins.
Mhm.
I can't wait to show you all the numbers in the next 4 years after he
If rich
wins.
people have to flee New York
They will.
because of his
They will.
policies, that means that they're too economically fragile
No,
to
because if
handle
you
those
don't appreciate
taxes.
people that create jobs,
Connect with a financial advisor at Thrivent.com, where money means more.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want and watch it take shape.
Can you not? Yeah, what jobs anyways?
High-paid jobs.
Many of the
If you
jobs,
bring value to the market.
the reality is that Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg,
Elon.
and Jeff Bezos,
Jeffer.
they have
Heifer.
monopolies over our market, and they're able to pay as little as
Oh
they
no,
please
not
as
that
they'd like.
that guy.
They quite literally control the wages and the costs in our economy.
Right.
When Amazon has 60% control over e-commerce, they
I
can
am
quite literally
hoping
decide what wages and what costs people can earn and pay.
Your candidate AOC.
I never said she was my candidate.
Your candidate.
You said
Oh no.
Perfect. When AOC was in New York,
You suck.
Amazon wanted to bring 25,000 jobs to New York. These were jobs that were paying
What do those jobs look like? Because from
Yeah, what do those jobs look like? Loser. Loser bum.
50 miles per shift. They have higher injury rates than the industry average.
Jobs that were paying work. Amazon wanted to bring 25,000 jobs to New York. These were jobs that were paying
What do those jobs look like? Because from what I understand, that the people
150 a year?
10 to 15 miles per
She's
shift,
just
they have
talking
higher injury
something
rates than
completely
the industry
different.
average.
These were jobs that were paying 150 a year. She went against it. They went to a different place.
I think we can stop.
25,000 jobs they lost in New York.
And what would those jobs look like?
150K a year minimum.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, bitch. Appreciate it, buddy. Loser. You suck.
I'm gonna go with my friend here. So I chose Mason because he was the only one that came up to me and said, Pat, I'd like to have a reasonable conversation with you. You came up. There was 3 other people I was thinking about. And because you were fair and respectful, I chose you.
So my claim is America has never been a meritocracy.
Okay. Tell me why.
So I think that when you see wealth disparity and the amount that it gives influences to certain individuals.
Dude, whoa, bro. This guy's shape is crazy, bro. He looks like a Lego block.
So I think that when you see wealth disparity and the amount that it gives influences to certain individuals, specifically from a starting point, if we're looking at America like
You got that Lego physiognomy.
Finish line and somebody starting a mile back, we would not say that this is a judgment of their merit. We'd say that this is a system that allows those with the most influence to
Why are you
be
gay?
successful.
So is it about some of the people that got generational wealth have an advantage over others that didn't get it?
Yeah, I'm not necessarily saying that that's a moral failure.
Why
I'm
are
saying
you
when
gay?
People claim that capitalism is a meritocracy, that's just factually inaccurate. And we should
Who made you gay?
Like we should try to be coming to a common
So
consensus.
capitalism is not a meritocracy.
No.
So you mean to tell me nobody here can go out there and win if they wanted to at the highest level?
No, I think that there's a probability that people can have social mobility or increase their economic conditions. It does not mean that everybody is able to. So while some people could be a billionaire in this circle, not
if you're
everybody
saying
could.
not everybody's able to, I fully agree. I can play baseball, but I'm probably not going to play
Yeah,
Major League Baseball.
I can spend money on a lottery ticket. Doesn't mean I'm guaranteed to win the lottery.
I agree. So what's your point? I agree with you there.
So my point is
She looks
that
like her.
America's
Never
not
mind.
a meritocracy. You said that.
You said there's 2 things. Anybody at what levels, you can have success. To me in life, there's 3 different types of people. You got overachievers, you got achievers, you got underachievers. Let me unpack this for a second. We got 10 minutes.
You can.
Overachiever, achiever, underachiever. Okay? You can find a guy in school. We all remember the kid in school that was going to go like, that kid's going to win in life. And he didn't. He was supposed to be an overachiever. He ended up being an underachiever. And there were kids in school that we looked at and said, that guy's not going to do anything with life. Dude, stay away from that guy. He ends up winning. He's an overachiever. So it's not about what you're, end up doing in your life. It's how close you reach to your capacity.
The winning that you're talking about, quote unquote, is wealth accumulation.
Not necessarily wealth accumulation.
It is.
To
That's
me,
exactly
no,
what you just said.
if you end up, I have friends that make $120,000 a year. They have a good life. They're happily married, got 2 kids, and they're chose to go live
Like
in a
that
place
chump
like
change.
They chose to go live in a different place. I think that is winning.
I have a genuine question for you, Patrick.
Please.
Do you think that a nurse or a hedge fund manager offers more social utility?
This is documented. In 14 years ago, I made a video talking about the 10 most honorable professions, and a hedge fund manager wasn't on that list, but a nurse was.
Wow.
I believe what nurses do, when my father's at the hospital, and I see how they attend to
Yeah, it's honorable.
I have no idea how much respect I have for nurses.
Right.
It's a tough job. However,
But I would say
the
the
market-
hierarchy of what our society looks like does not prioritize.
Honorable doesn't mean high paying.
There's a difference. Do I think a nurse is more important to the market than a basketball player?
More important to the market? No, not the market.
Yes. But
Oh.
the market wants to watch a basketball
Yeah.
player play, so they pay Steph Curry
But
$60
we
million.
both agree that America's failing, right? Your last claim was about how America's socialist, and that's a bad thing. I assume
Yes,
that you're
I
saying
do.
because of government intervention. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
So you think capitalism can exist without government intervention?
I think you need law and order because there will be abuse if you don't have it. In our insurance company, when I was running the company, I had to make sure there was law and order in there. If you don't have certain compliance, abuse will come in. When abuse comes in, if it's a
Right.
free for
Are
all,
part of those laws like labor laws?
that can also be abused. No, it's a fair question
Okay.
you're asking, but a part of that can also be abused. A lot of those guys go in with the right intentions. Then they become dividers and they pin the employer against the employee. So then that is the
What?
divide and conquer model is very effective.
I just want to break this down.
Yeah,
Do
it
you
is.
think that
Divide
there
and
are not
conquer.
mutually
It's very
exclusive
effective.
interests in owners and workers?
Do I think there's mutual interest with owners and workers?
Do you think that they
Owners
have
have
a
a
symbiotic relationship and when they're trying to achieve the same goal?
I like to give my employees equity because if you own equity in the company, you no longer are an employee. You treat it as if it's your own company. So I prefer.
Oh, bro, no way.
And less wrong, more hustle, less hassle. That's why we're proud
All right,
to
I'm
say
bored.
you get more from less.
I'll give you a story. Do you remember that story of a guy who said, I pay every single one of my
Oh, he's
employees
pissed.
$70,000?
He's
What's
done.
This guy's name? I don't know if you remember this guy. This story went viral. Socialism, what a noble guy. Everybody retweeted it. The Bernies of the world. Phenomenal guy. I invited him on the podcast. He comes on the podcast. I said, so tell me about your noble cause that you pay everybody $70 grand a year. He says, well, I don't think anybody should make over $70 grand a year. You can live off of $70,000 a year. I said, perfect.
Right.
How many employees do you have? Let me make the point.
I
said,
hear
how
what
many
you're saying,
employees
but
do
I
you
don't
have?
think that this
Wait
is
a minute.
conducive to our
I said,
conversation.
how many employees do you have? He says 100. I said, how many of those 100 own a single share of your company? None of them do. Who does? I do. You're a socialist claiming everybody should make that much money, but you're not giving equity.
I'm not endorsing this particular person. I'd love to look into this, and maybe I'll
What
watch
I'm trying to
the
tell you
interview
is that
later.
there's
But
a
what
lot
I'm
of
trying to say,
contradictions
what I'm trying to
in
say,
socialism when it comes down to action.
There are contradictions in the way that workers are trying to get as much wages as possible. That's just guaranteed. I want to get the maximum amount for the labor that I put into it. A owner
Yeah.
wants to do the exact opposite. It's not that they want to pay people what they're deserved. They want to pay people what they can get away with. That's just virtually true. Yes, because what you
I don't
say.
think that's
Yes,
the case. I
because
don't
you
think
say
that's the case.
no. You already
I
agree that
don't think that's
coercion
the
exists
case.
in the system.
It
You're
does.
just saying
It
that
does
socialism,
exist,
you're saying that socialism
buddy.
is the government mandating.
It does
You're
exist.
saying that markets do the exact same thing. You just said that the market
No,
price determines
don't put
what.
words in my mouth. I like you.
Don't.
You're respectful. You're a nice guy. Don't put words in my mouth.
Did you not say that markets determine market rates?
I haven't. What I'm telling you is there will be abuse in business, and if there's a
Okay,
person
I'm gonna
like
ask
that,
you the same question as soon as you're done. But continue.
there is abuse in business. Some people will take advantage of that. But the benefit of a free market capitalism is if I don't treat you fairly, you go work for him. If he doesn't
Exactly.
treat you fairly, you go work
Dip
for him.
out. Say
Eventually,
later,
you
bud.
bring enough value. Guess who can't afford to lose you? I can't afford to lose you.
Do you
if I
think
can't
that
afford to lose you,
markets determine market
if
rates?
I can't afford to lose you, guess what I have to do to you?
Do you think that markets determine market rates?
You didn't answer my question. If
Okay.
I can't afford to lose you, guess what I do to you?
Do you know what a monopsony is?
Tell me about it.
So, do you know the difference between a monopoly and a...
Oh shit! Oh whoa, bro! I didn't even notice his left
Do you know the
hand.
difference between a monopoly and a...
I don't.
Do you know what a monopsony is?
I was like wondering, like,
Do you know the difference between a monopoly and
like, bro, this guy's a Chad.
Okay, so a monopoly is a single seller
He is a Chad.
that has rare competition within the selling of the distribution. That creates like inflated prices and that can hurt consumers. But a monopsony is one single buyer. So this is an employer. There are things called company towns. You brought up the example of Walmart outpricing small businesses. I think that's a fantastic example. Right, of how there are large businesses that utilize their leverage and their influence and their capital in order to determine what those wages look like in a given particular place. So what I want to argue is minimum wages seem to stifle monopolies because they allow people to start at the same floor rate. You're saying that big businesses have an advantage when there's a minimum wage because they can pay more.
They do.
We are also
They do.
advocating for higher taxation rates and capital gains taxes
Right.
on these businesses that are supposedly taking advantage of the system.
I think.
Wait. You can, and invest this in tax breaks for small businesses, for people that have less employees. Maybe you say that less than 5 employees, they have certain tax incentives, so they're not taxed at the same rate as these large conglomerates. But that does not mean that a minimum wage is a bad idea, because like most people here said, you can't
I like this guy.
on less than $7 an hour in most places.
I like this
The
guy.
great thing about business and numbers and data is every idea is getting exposed. During COVID, all the policies that came out from the leftist side, they're all getting exposed today.
Name 2.
Within time, everybody realizes what works and
Wait,
what
can
doesn't.
you name
Name-
those policies?
name
Like when
6.
states
Who chose kids to stay home instead of going to
Name
school.
100.
Socialist policy.
That is a control because when
You're a
government is
socialist
ran the way
policy
that they're
loser.
That's not socialism, my friend.
Socialism is a form of
You're wrong.
control.
Is it workers' control of
Communism
their
is the
own?
ultimate control.
No,
Socialism
is control of their own work.
is where I
Socialism
can
is a form of control.
fuck your
Communism
wife.
is the ultimate
See,
control.
you're using this rhetorical device as saying that capitalism equals freedom, socialism equals control.
I want to
and
be
I hear how
respectful
that.
to you, and I've given you a couple questions that you haven't answered yet.
I'll answer any
I want to
question.
go back to the question
The
that I asked you.
rhetorical strategy that you're using might be beneficial for a large media platform. It's not based in reality.
If you bring value
You're lying.
and you're so effective to my company,
You're
if
lying
you get to a point that I don't give you good
to my
salary
face.
and I don't give you equity, what's going to happen?
How dare
to you?
you.
Most likely?
I'm going to try to start a union with my workplace so that way we can collectively bargain on how to raise the floor
That's
for
one
all
of
of
the
us.
options, but guess typically what ends up happening.
What happens? They're busted.
And you go to a different company.
You're
and-
fricked.
Are you saying the owners bust the union? Is that what you're saying?
We'll
No,
bust
it's
you.
not
We'll
just
bust
saying,
it.
I'm not talking
We'll
union.
bust
You're talking
on you.
different
What do you think
candidate,
about
different
unions?
person. I think in some places they work, I told you earlier, in many cases they're divisive.
We agree. You also mentioned Wealth of Nations. You like Adam Smith?
I think a lot of his ideas yet.
Good job.
Yeah, I think that Patrick is a really great salesman. I think that he came in and confidently sold what capitalism is. But I think that the main point of today really showed that capitalism's best product is giving excuses for its own failures.
I don't think that we should be giving these people a large platform to amass a larger following, but I do think that we should
What?
expose these people to the light.
What?
I think that
This
even
girl's
people have
crazy.
Horrendous and repulsive views like he did. I want to hear them because I want to know who those people are.
I also
What?
don't think that he really listened to a lot of the claims. I also don't think everyone listened to his claim.
Dude, this guy looks like someone who did. He looks like the kid from Stranger Things, I think.
Either. So I don't know how productive of
Mixed with like another, like an actor or something. Maybe Peter Dinklage a little bit. Sam Bankman-Fried. He looks exactly like someone. I can't put my finger on it. Chat, please. I'm begging. Please give me the answer. Who does he look like? I know who he looks like. He looks like that one guy in that one movie who turns into like a rat. Okay. Okay, I guess not this guy. No. Not this guy. Oh my god. I'm just gonna look up. He kind of looks like is it Steven Spielberg? He looks like this guy right here. Who's this guy? I forget his name. Is it, oh my god, I'm so bad. Quentin Tarantino. Jeez. He looks like Quentin Tarantino. There we go. We got there.
But the dialogue or what?
We got there. It just took forever.
People at home, one way or the other, and maybe there's some value to that. Maybe
Dude,
not.
shut up, bro.
My vision for America is if there's anything that's happened after COVID, we used to be here. We disagreed on issues here. This is center, this is libertarian, this is conservative. And then during COVID, we went here, where we are in a very interesting place that some people don't even want to talk to somebody else that they don't agree with. It's gotten to the point that we are a little bit too divided right now. And I'd like
Anti-capitalists just are seen as crazy people. They're displayed as crazy people. What the hell is this, bro? What is he doing?
Protect your family's
Are you serious
space
right now?
under our roof. American Family Insurance.
Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1 down, $15 a month.
He's been playing for 5 hours? Damn. Dang. Oh my. Guys, I kind of love the VR VTuber thing. So funny. She's dead.
This is so bad! This is so bad!
Yeah, this is terrible. Hey, she's pretty good though. She's pretty good. This one is supposed to get too stressful. Imagine Silk Song comes out and it's just bad. Fuck.
Yes.
That was pretty funny. All right. Well, I will probably be on again tomorrow for a little bit, but I have to go to bed. I'm gonna be waking up early for something, so yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. May at a certain point. I do have to go to the gym tomorrow. I'm making it a promise. Can you guys see my arm right now? I have these bumps. I'm just breaking out in bumps. Yeah, if I make it tomorrow, I will be live, and maybe I will play. Dude, I just don't like playing on the keyboard, honestly. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of irritating. We'll see. Maybe I just need to get used to it. Yep. Maybe. We'll see. Alright. Peace out, guys. Good luck tomorrow with whatever you are planning on doing. Alright. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.